TC Sports. My name is Jacob Butzine alongside Aaron Klinker and not Andrew Schultz this week. We have our good friend Philip Matthew Pathman here taking Andrew's place. Andrew took an unpaid vacation this week. So
unacceptable.
That's all right. Andrew, we miss you. Phil's going to fill in, and it's going to be great. See what I did there? Phil's gonna
I was just about to point that out.
Phil is one of our good friends. He has been an advocate for TC Sports, and he's here
since the beginning. I just want to point that out.
Since the beginning. So we have a new recording set up this week, and I hope it looks good. And here we go. TC Sports. All right, everyone's favorite segment of TC Sports, Hot Take by the Council. And this week, Phil. Aaron, what's your hot take this week?
So this one I kind of came up with on my way home from work. Yes, this is not our full-time job, obviously. I wish it was. That's besides the point. I think Justin Jefferson is going to make burnt toast out of Jair Alexander on Sunday afternoon. And here's why. I have my reasoning. So an ESPN notification popped up on my phone today talking about how Jair Alexander was saying how Jay Jetta's week 1 performance was a fluke, which I'm sorry, buddy. He cooked your ass left and right. And, yes, he wasn't covering him the entire time, which they should have kept him in coverage against him. But he went for almost 200 receiving yards in the first half and 2 touchdowns, might I add. So why don't you shut your mouth and let your game let the game talk for you.
Interesting. So you think obviously you think Minnesota's going to win this week, of course. There's nothing against that, of course. Is that right?
Damn right.
Okay. Phil, what do you think?
So, being part of Cincinnati my entire life, I actually think the Bengals have a pretty decent chance of making it a Super Bowl again. I don't necessarily think winning it, but as long as they keep their offense, pulls a little bit more of that weight, they have a pretty good chance of making it to the Super Bowl.
So Phil's hot take this week is the Bengals will make the Super Bowl again.
Protect Joe Shiesty. That's all you got to do.
Last year I think they were just happy to be there, and I think this year they're on a mission to change that and to hopefully win it. I think after about week 5, I think the Bengals have played a lot better. Their offense is really, really good, and I think that's a hot take, but I think that might not be too far-fetched. If they can beat the Bills this week, that might have been where Aaron was going. But
no. I just want to add how much better the Bengals O-line has looked much, much better ever since week 1 and week 2. Which then again, you're going up against 2 of the best pass rushers in the NFL, and T.J. Watt and Micah Parsons. So, I mean, come on, there's going to be struggles. You could put the 90s Cowboys offensive line out there, and they would probably give up 3 or 4 sacks.
It's true. I think. I think the Bengals defense is probably what's been not necessarily carrying them, but I think the backbone of how they've been successful. They were down 17-0 Tampa Bay, and ended up winning 34-23. While that was very offensive, their defense then stepped up without allowing any points. So, but that might have been a makeup of allowing 17 points in the first half. All right, so my hot take this week is that even with Jalen Hurts not playing these last couple weeks, I still think he will win the MVP this year. Thoughts?
I totally agree with that because I didn't watch much of the Dallas Eagles game because kind of expected that game to be a blowout by Philadelphia, but that did not happen. But that Eagles team looked a little shaky against Dallas. And I'm not saying this is, the Cowgirls year or whatever, but they looked really shaky against the Cowboys. They just I don't know what it was, and I think not having Jalen Hurts was a big part of that.
Yeah. Phil, what do you think?
I can agree. He probably is up there for MVP. I wouldn't say that he's probably going to get it, but I would say he's definitely in the running because he has such a huge impact on the Eagles, considering last year.
Me personally, this is gonna sound like a biased opinion, but I think that Justin Jefferson should win the MVP award. Although the only reason I know he's not going to is because it is a quarterback award, like we've talked about on here before.
Speaking of Justin Jefferson, is he going to break his record, his receiving record?
If he can put up, God, I don't even know. Because if he does it against the Bears in week 17, I want to say, then there's always going to be an asterisk next to it, and I understand that, but it's not his fault. The NFL added an extra game.
Here's the thing: what's the yardage that he needs?
He needs 209 yards.
The next 2 weeks.
Yep.
Here's the thing: he can beat it. But if he only gets 100 this week, he has to get 109 the last week, which the last week probably means nothing.
Well, the last week the Vikings are most likely going to rest their starters unless like some chaos happens this weekend and the Eagles lose, because I'm pretty sure if the Eagles lose and the Vikings win, they would have the same amount of wins. And if the Vikings beat the Bears next week with or without their starters, then they would get the number 1 seed. That is the only possible way this happens. But as far as the receiving record goes, no matter if he breaks it this week or next week, if he breaks it next week, there is always going to be an asterisk next to that record because he did it in 18 games instead of 16, or not 18, 17? Is it 17?
17 games, yeah. 18.
Yeah, which I understand what all the old heads are going to be saying, but listen, like I said, it is not his fault that the NFL added 17 games, or an extra game, not 17. It's just what kind of happened his rookie year, and that's how it's going to be most likely the rest of his career.
Yeah. So, I don't. It's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough to do.
Although, if he does break that record, I will cry tears of joy, knowing that the Eagles could have had Justin Jefferson, but they took Jalen Reagor over him.
Well,
and now we have Jalen Reagor, who.
Now you pretty much had back-to-back picks. So
yeah, we got 3 first-round picks from 2020. Well, we had another one, but unfortunately he
just not the same front office.
No, unfortunately he passed away. So, R.I.P. Jeff Gladney.
Yeah. So moving on to our college football picks. Phil's our editor man this week.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much, Phil.
We fired our other editor, Andrew Schultz.
No, we sent him off. We shipped him off to Dallas.
We shipped him off to the Fiesta Bowl to cover the Michigan game this week.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so by the time you're seeing this, it'll probably be Friday. But we're going to go ahead and make these picks for these games on Wednesday and Thursday, which you already know we'll know the result, but you will know what we picked. So we're just going to run through these just a little bit and talk maybe a little bit about it. Let's start with Kansas, Arkansas. I will go with Kansas in this game, and then Andrew's not here. I'm used to saying Andrew. Phil and Aaron, who did you go with Kansas, Arkansas?
I went with Kansas.
Kansas against Arkansas. Interesting. Okay. And Aaron, I believe, also went with.
I went with Kansas. Rock chalk, baby. Let's get the dub.
I think Kansas has that high-powered offense that we saw earlier in the year that kind of diminished towards the end. They had a little harder competition.
Well, it also doesn't help that Jalen Daniels got hurt, and credit to the backup. I think his name is Bean or something. He did a really good job, but you ain't Jalen Daniels. I'm sorry. Like you're not him.
Yeah, exactly. But I mean, Arkansas can be good, but yeah. UCF Duke. I like Gus Malzahn in the night against Duke. I think I've always liked Gus Malzahn, and I think his teams always play well in these games. Who'd you guys go with?
I believe I went with UCF. I can't really. I believe so. Yes.
Here I have the pull it up here. Phil, who did you go with?
I have no clue, but if I had to make a pick now, it'd be Duke because I have a quarrel with Florida and that specific university.
Aaron and I went with UCF, and Phil went with Duke.
Okay, yeah, that's what I figured.
And then, Kansas. Moving on to Oregon, North Carolina. I went with Oregon in this one. I think Oregon is just a better team. I think UNC had a weaker schedule this year. I just think Oregon's just a better team. Who'd you guys go with?
I think I went with the Ducks, although I think North Carolina's got a bright future, or bright-ish, for the most part.
Yep.
Drake May's a stud.
Phil?
I'm going to be honest. I just went with Oregon because they're a team that I've seen over the last 2 years, and I figure they're going to do good again.
That's fair. And then Texas Tech, Ole Miss. It looks like I went with Texas Tech, and so did Phil. And then Aaron went with Ole Miss. Oh, I'm sorry. Andrew made his picks too. Let me go to his picks. He picked Kansas, Duke, Oregon, and Ole Miss. And then I picked Texas Tech. Aaron picked Ole Miss, and Phil picked Texas Tech. I just think Texas Tech. I've always liked Texas Tech. I think they're always that spoiler team. I don't think Ole Miss is very good. They had like a much worse strength of schedule this year, and I just think that's just a better team. What do you guys think?
No, I agree. I know I picked Ole Miss, but I really hope Texas Tech somehow wins. Like this is like not even worrying about my leads in the pick or where I'm at in the standings for picks, but obviously with the passing of Coach Mike Leach, and he was a big part of Texas Tech in the 2000s, and so like going off the record here, I hope Texas Tech wins.
Mm-hmm. Phil?
I'm just going to go with Texas Tech because, I don't know, Texas Tech is a good school in general.
Yes, sir. Okay, moving on to Thursday, December 29th. Syracuse versus Minnesota. Andrew went with Minnesota. I went with Minnesota. And who'd you guys go with?
Pretty sure I went with Minnesota.
Aaron, you went with Syracuse.
Oh, crap.
And Phil went with Minnesota.
The one guy who's from Minnesota.
I'm not from Minnesota.
Wait, you're from Kansas. Never mind.
I have a very complicated origin story.
Yes, the Bad Boy Mowers pinstripe ball that was played in Yankee Stadium. One of the worst places to play.
I like the name. I like the name of the bowl game.
Is it going? Speaking of bowl games, apparently Cincinnati's trying to bring back the Cincinnati Chili Bowl. Like they're gonna put a bowl game in Cincinnati. But the biggest thing that Cincinnati has going against them, they're gonna do it in the soccer stadium.
What?
TQL Stadium.
Why?
Just because it's a newer facility.
We have Paul Brown.
No. It's called TQL, or no, it's not. That's
Paycor.
No, it will always be Paul Brown to me.
But yeah, they're gonna try to bring that back. The problem is transportation in Cincinnati is the worst, so that's why I think they wouldn't bring it back. But the significance of that is we all live in Cincinnati, so that's why we find the significance of that. Oklahoma, Florida State. It looks like the consensus was 3/4 Florida State and 1 Oklahoma, being Philip Matthew Fathom. Philip, why did you go to Oklahoma here?
Number one, like I said, I have a personal vendetta against Florida. And I don't know. I have a buddy who's really in Oklahoma, and he kind of has dragged me on to whenever they're playing, as long as it's not like Ohio State, I'm just going to go with them.
Interesting. Well, we all know how I feel about Ohio State, but we'll get there. Texas, Washington. Andrew went with Washington. I went with Washington, and Aaron and Phil went with Texas. Can you guys give me your reasonings behind that? We'll start with Aaron.
I think Texas is going to really want this bowl win. Doesn't mean they're going to, pull it out. A feel-good story doesn't mean you're going to win. I'm looking at you, Detroit Lions. But I think Texas is going to want this game more. And I think Brian Robinson's playing. Or is that his name?
Bijan Robinson?
Bijan. I always forget how to.
I don't remember if he's playing or not.
I haven't heard anything of him not playing. So as of right now, I'm gonna assume that he's playing tomorrow, and we'll see what happens. But I think Texas is gonna want this bowl win pretty bad.
Phil?
Well, I'm just thinking that Texas is probably gonna win. For one, it's called the Valero Alamo Bowl, so it's going to be in Texas home turf. Also, as far as betting goes, they're not too far off from Washington, so I figured Texas would probably win.
Yeah, Texas is favored by
3
in this. Yeah, I mean, they are without Bijan Robinson. I just looked that up. They are without Bijan Robinson. I just think Washington has probably, in my opinion, probably would have been a Heisman candidate if he had a better record at Washington.
He'll be a candidate next year, I think.
I love me some Michael Penix Jr. and I just think, I just think that'll be the difference maker. Okay, moving on.
Man, I got a soft spot for Texas. I used to watch Vince Young.
Mm-hmm. Moving on to the Duke's Mayo Bowl, Maryland, NC State. Aaron, who do you have to win this one?
Is Devin Leary playing in this game?
Don't think so because he's transferring.
Okay. Give me Maryland just because Talia's he's a pretty good QB. I don't know if the record really tells the whole story with him, but I'm gonna go Maryland.
Devin Leary's transferring to Kentucky.
Oh, it's hard to keep up with the transfer portal nowadays.
Phil, who you got in this one? Maryland, NC State.
I'm probably gonna go NC State, just because the record's better.
Part of the Wolfpack, baby.
Give me Maryland in this one. Big Ten Nation. Maryland has a better quarterback. I just think they have a better defense than NC State. Big Ten is by far better competition than the ACC. Give me Maryland to win this one. Cover at +1. They'll probably cover it 7 times. You know what I'm saying?
So if they cover it at +1, they'll win by 7.
Thank you, Aaron.
Math. Thank you, college education.
Alrighty. University of Pittsburgh versus UCLA in the Tony the Tiger Sun Bowl. We'll start with Phil in this one.
I'm going to go UCLA, and it'll be for the same reason of the last one. They just have better record.
Aaron?
First of all, I want to say the name of this bowl game is great.
Give us a clap. Give us a clap for that one.
Guys.
Phil, we can't hear you anymore.
Phil, we can't see the screen.
Sorry, I accidentally hit the back button on my mouse.
Give us a clap for us.
All right. Well. That's not great.
Close enough, right? Close enough, right?
Bring us the presentation back, Phil.
On screen.
Were we not?
Okay. Oh, I like this. Oh, yeah, okay. I'm gonna go UCLA. They're a hell of a team. They're gonna be a hell of a team next year. And Chip Kelly's got that program going in the right direction.
Give me UCLA. I just think they're a better team. That's literally it. I don't think Pitt's that very good. With Keaton Slovis going to BYU,
He's gonna go be a Cougar.
Yes, he is. The Notre Dame Fighting Irish versus the South Carolina Gamecocks, the Tax Slayer Gator Bowl. I think South Carolina is going to win this game. I think it's going to be a close one. I think both are recruiting very well right now. But I think South Carolina with Beamer Ball is just looking a lot better for the future, and they ended on a higher note. Now, I could say that because they ended on a higher note and Notre Dame didn't, the result will be opposite because that's just sometimes how it goes. But give me South Carolina and the Texas Gator Bowl. Aaron?
I'm gonna go South Carolina in this one. I honestly, you took the words right out of my mouth by saying like how they went out on a higher note, and I think Beamer right now is a much better coach than Marcus Freeman. But give him time. I'm sure Marcus Freeman will have Notre Dame back up there at some point. But as of right now, I'm going with South Carolina.
Phil?
I'm going to go with Notre Dame because if they win, that just makes Ohio State's victory above them even more.
Makes it look better.
Mm-hmm.
You're just so funny, aren't you?
I mean,
alrighty. Ohio versus Wyoming and the Barstool Sports Arizona Bowl.
Ooh, I like that.
Give me Maction, Mid-American Conference of the Ohio Bobcats. They were really well this year in the MAC. I think they're just better than Wyoming. They pass the ball and run the ball better, and they play better defense. So give me Ohio Bobcats. Aaron?
Say it with me, fellas. OU.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going with the Bobcats, baby. Let's go.
Mm-hmm. Phil?
I want to go with Ohio as well.
All right.
Represent.
Tennessee and Clemson in the Capital One literal Orange Bowl. Clemson's favored by 4.5 on ESPN. Give me Tennessee to win this game. I think Tennessee in the SEC plays just better football than the ACC. Clemson is overrated. Cade Klubnik is going to get destroyed. And Joe Milton, ex-Michigan man, is going to bring Tennessee to a victory in the Capital One literal Orange Bowl. Aaron?
I'm sorry, but that Tennessee team is completely different without Mr. Hooker. So
you don't know that.
Yeah, I do. I saw it against South Carolina when even though his knee blew out, they were already getting spanked. I'm going with Clemson. I think this is going to be what's that quarterback's name? Kubnik, whatever, however you say it. Yeah. This is going to be his coming out party. He's going to put the college football world on notice, and he's going to be like, I'm here to stay. Let's go. Let's ride. Go Tigers.
Phil?
I'm going to go Tennessee for the pure fact that I hate Clemson. Period.
Fair enough.
Now we got some important games.
Here we go. Alrighty. Actually, here, as we go through, let me put in our picks here. So I said Maryland, UCLA, SC, Ohio, and Tennessee. Aaron, you said Maryland,
UCLA,
SC, Ohio.
Oh, yeah. Oh, you didn't say OU.
OU, oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Phil went with NC State or Maryland.
I went from NC State.
Then you said UCLA.
Yep.
And Notre Dame.
Yep.
And OU, and let's see. Okay. Moving on to the CFP semifinal at the Verbo Fiesta Bowl.
Finally, an important football
TCU
game.
Horned Frogs against the University of Michigan Wolverines. Dun, 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 dun,
I'm about to just rip off my ears.
Go Blue!
Go Blow. I like that. I like it. Picasso.
Give me the University of Michigan Wolverines to win the Fiesta Bowl. Go play for a national championship for Bo Schembechler and Mechie. Rest in peace, Mechie. Go Blue. Horn Frogs down. Funny.
Appreciate the laugh track.
Who you guys got?
Well, I'm just gonna go with the safe pick here and go with that team up north. As badly as I want TCU to win, I don't think it's gonna happen. Like I gotta be realistic here. So I'm going with the team up north.
All right. Phil?
I'm going with Michigan because I want to see another Ohio State-Michigan game.
That's also another reason. It's not gonna happen, but we can play pretend, right?
I forgot to say, Andrew picked UCLA, South Carolina, Ohio, Tennessee, and TCU.
Great job, Aaron.
No, Andrew.
I mean,
Wait. Andrew picked TCU.
He picked TCU.
Andrew.
Hey.
He's probably superstitious. I don't know. I don't get up big on TCU because you know how they are when they get down big.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I'm gonna say.
It's interesting. Okay, moving on. The All-State Sugar Bowl, Alabama versus Kansas State. Wow. I think Alabama's going to win this game. I think Saban's going to be like, college football, who's your daddy? And he's going to prove that he's everyone's daddy.
No, Brian Kelly's his daddy, apparently.
Well, there's that. Give me Alabama. Aaron?
This goes against everything I believe in as a college football fan, as a sports fan, as a man. But Cats by 90.
Oh.
I don't care what y'all say. Alabama is beatable. They're not the powerhouses of college football anymore.
You're gonna give.
They're still great. They're still great. But Alabama's not what they once were, at least this year. Next year, prove me wrong. Prove me wrong. That's all I'm going to say.
Phil?
I'm going to go Kansas as well, but that's just to support Aaron.
Thank you.
And because I hate Alabama.
Mm-hmm. Moving on. The Trans-Perfect Music City Bowl. Iowa and Kentucky. Give me Big Ten, baby. Hawkeyes. Rise up. Aaron? He's in shock.
I don't know how many players have opted out. I don't know who's playing, who's not. I should have thought about this more. I'm going to go with Kentucky just because I know they can actually score. How many points? I don't know, but I know they can actually score, unlike Iowa. Although Iowa's got a solid defense.
All right. Phil?
Easily Kentucky.
Aaron, you picked Iowa, right?
Yeah.
Cool.
Go Cats.
All right. Moving on to CFP semifinal at the Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl. The Ohio State Buckeyes versus the Georgia Bulldogs.
Did you just say the Ohio State Buckeyes?
I did. I did. And you'll know why here in a second.
Georgia
about to get
Golden.
Spanking. Georgia about to get that spanking. Get off Big Ten football. Michigan, Ohio State for the national championship. Michigan reigns supreme, wins the Natty over the losers from Columbus. But they're going to win this game because the SEC is garbage. Moving on, Aaron.
So I've heard a lot of people compare this Ohio State team to the 2014 team, which I don't really buy that, but I also think that they're going to come out with a fire under their ass and they're going to throw anything and everything they have at Georgia. With that being said, and maybe I jinx this, maybe I don't, I'm going to go with the Dogs.
No.
I really hope that they don't win, but we'll see what happens.
Same reason as the Michigan pick. I want Ohio State to win.
Get that crap off my screen. I will only root for them once, and that's against Uga.
Would you root for them against Bama?
I would root for Ohio State against everyone. I root for the Big Ten.
Not everyone, not in the Big Ten, right?
Yes.
Okay, that's fair. That's a fair point.
Unless they're playing us for the Natty, then of course I would.
Listen, can you imagine how crazy it would be if Michigan and Ohio State met for the Natty?
Dude, this sport would burn.
No, the state of Ohio and Detroit or Michigan would. I almost said Detroit, and Michigan would burn.
I want to edit out here that Andrew picked Michigan. He carried over. I was reading he put Michigan TCU game, but TCU he actually put in his column of the picks. He actually picked Michigan. He did not pick TCU.
I was gonna say that does not sound like.
And he has vacation brain, so it's okay. But he did indeed pick TCU. He also picked Iowa and Alabama and UGA against Ohio State. So moving on.
Oh, there's more. Shit.
Alrighty. Mississippi State versus Illinois in the ReliaQuest Bowl. I will go against everything that I say about the Big Ten. I'm going to go with the Mississippi State Bulldogs in this game in memory of Mike Leach. Mike Leach was a legend in college football, and I hope that his team can go out on top in memory of him after his passing. Give me the Bulldogs of Mississippi State. Rest in peace, Mike Leach. Aaron?
Give me the Bulldogs as well. Rest in peace, Mike Leach. You will be missed, and your legacy lives on through every one of your coaching tree.
Amen. Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
What?
Phil was quietly at work.
No, you're saying something. Pardon me. I want to go with Mississippi State as well.
Sweet. Mississippi State. Alrighty, man. Tulane Green Wave versus the University of Southern California Trojans in the Goodyear Cotton Bowl Classic. Give me the Trojans in this one. They're absolutely going to bang Tulane. It's just not even going to be close.
Give me the Trojans. The Trojans, however you say it. They're also a brand of something else I can't say on YouTube, but yeah. They'll provide that extra protection for Caleb Williams. And yeah, fight on.
Bill?
Just because of that comment, I'm just going to go with USC.
Fight on.
Alrighty. The LSU Go Tigers versus Purdue in the Cheez-It Citrus Bowl.
I love Cheez-Its.
Give me Purdue to beat the Bayou Bengals. Go Big Ten. I think LSU is not as good. However, they showed some fight against Georgia in that championship game. But Georgia. But give me Purdue in this game.
I got Louisiana South, LSU. That's probably not what their abbreviation is for, but
Louisiana State. Phil?
I'm going to go LSU because Daddy came from there. And I want Daddy's team to win.
All right.
And my other dad, Justin Jefferson. I have two dads. That sounds really
Penn
cool.
State Nittany Lions versus the Utah Utes in the Rose Bowl, presented by Prudential. Give me the Nittany Lions in this game. Big Ten just is different football people. However, Utah's defense is legit, and I think they got a really good team. But I think Penn State's going to cover at +3. Aaron?
Give me Penn State.
Phil?
Penn State because their win would mean more for Ohio State.
I'm sure it would. All right. That wraps up college football and our picks. Check back next week how we do, and then we'll pick for the national championship game. And we're heading into the NFL's best with Aaron Clinker.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we had a fairly fun weekend of NFL football. All the games except 3 were played either on Thursday or Saturday because Christmas, and Santa was probably frowning at all the games that were on Christmas, but we'll get to that. So up on Thursday night, we had the Jags and Jets. Zach Wilson basically played himself out of the NFL at this point, although since he was a second overall pick, he's probably going to get another shot somewhere. I hope he doesn't because he should not be in the NFL. Jags are most likely going to win their division because the Titans are in shambles. The Colts have been in shambles. Thank you, Kirk Cousins. And the Texans, they're scrappy, but they just don't have the talent yet. So, and then on Christmas Eve, we had the Seahawks and Chiefs battle it out with the Chiefs coming out 24-10. Geno Smith didn't even get the chance to write because he was getting hit so many times, but here we are. Giants, Vikings. Both of these teams actually have won a lot of close games, but the Vikings came out on top as Greg, the third leg, kicked a 61-yard field goal to ice the game and send the Giants crying back to East Rutherford, New York, or New Jersey, wherever they play. I don't remember. Bengals, Patriots, Joe Burrow and the defense once again clutched a. I had a good sentence for that. I just can't remember now. The Bengals won. That's my point. Bills, Bears. Josh Allen bent the Bears over the table, and Justin Fields is going to die in the next 2 weeks. Saints, Browns. Groper Cleveland takes another L as the Saints continue to be the most confusing team in the NFL. Lions, Panthers. Lions, your feel-good story is over. Don't pack it in. Keep fighting, but because you still got a shot at the playoffs. But you guys have hope. There's definitely hope. Fix that run defense. Falcons, Ravens. The Ravens somehow won despite not having a Lamar. That is a completely different team. Without him, you need to pay that man. Pay that man what he deserves. Falcons, congrats. You're eliminated from the playoffs. No one expected you to do anything. Texans, Titans. Get the hell out of my sight, Titans. You lost to the Texans. Commanders, 49ers. Commanders put up a fight. I think they're still in the playoffs, but y'all lost to the last pick in the draft, which is what a lot of teams are going to be saying in the playoffs. Eagles, Cowboys. So these are the two most toxic fan bases in the NFL. But I want to give a shout out to the Dallas Cowboys for silencing those ass clowns in Philadelphia. Gardner Minshew is not going to have a Nick Foles-like run if Jalen Hurts is out for the year. I'm telling you that right now. Shut your mouths. Just shut up until the playoffs. And if Jalen Hurts comes back, you guys are going to the Super Bowl. Congratulations. Raiders, Steelers. Kenny Kitten Mittens Pickett threw a game-winning touchdown to NFL Youngboy, a.k.a. George Pickens. Pick-to-pick connection. That's going to be interesting for the next couple of years. And this game made the Raiders realize, I think Derek Carr's our problem. No, he's not. And then on Christmas Day, we had some very lackluster play. Packers, Dolphins. Packers pulled this one out, but don't get too excited because Tua sold, and he also had a concussion for the second half, so that definitely didn't help. But yeah, don't get too excited because Santa Kirk is coming into town this weekend to deliver an L. So have fun with that. Broncos, Rams. I don't understand what happened here. It appears the Rams slaughtered the Broncos, made them took the horsies out back, put them down, and turned them into glue. The Rams destroyed the Broncos, and Broncos country is officially not riding. The car is broken down. Then Bucks, Cardinals. Tom Brady, for whatever reason, pulled off another comeback against a banged up Cardinals team. Oh, congratulations!
He's the GOAT.
I hate
Yes,
this.
he's the GOAT.
I hate
He
this.
needs to retire. And then Chargers, Colts. Chargers, you made the playoffs. Congratulations! Don't get too excited.
Against
You
the
beat up on
Colts.
Yeah.
Not that
Well, I
much.
can't really say much because you know what? I don't care. We won. Just Colts Nation, just jump off a cliff, please. You guys are in shambles right now. And that concludes the NFL's best with yours truly. Back to you, Hudson.
All righty then. That was NFL's best with Aaron Klinker. We always love that segment every week. Give us a good laugh.
Never know what you're gonna get.
All right, here's what we're going to do. We're going to run through all these games. Phil, just give us your picks for all these games. And here we go.
Alrighty, so my pick for yesterday was. Oh, wait, that's a day. Oh, it's still gonna go. I'm gonna go with Cowboys on this one. For Bears, Lions. Lions, obviously, I hate Chicago. I'm gonna have to go with the Dolphins against the Patriots because I hate the Patriots. I'm gonna go with Colts because I hate everything to do with New York. I'm gonna go with Commanders on this one because I don't know. Screw Deshaun Watson. I'm gonna go with the Seahawks on this one against the Jets. The Cardinals, Falcons. I'm gonna go with the Falcons because that's my favorite team.
Oh God.
I know. It's depressing.
I'm sorry, little one.
Broncos, Chiefs. Screw the Broncos. Let's go with the Chiefs. Saints, Eagles. It's obviously going to be the Eagles. I don't really have much word to say for that. Panthers, Buccaneers. Screw Tom Brady. Panthers win.
You.
Jags, Texans. Go off Jaguars. Screw the Texans. 49ers, Raiders. I'm going to go with San Francisco. Vikings, Packers. I'm going to go Vikings. Aaron Rodgers retired.
Just get out of my division.
Rams, Chargers. I'm going to go with Chargers on this one. Steelers, Ravens. I'm going to have to go with the... Ooh, this is a tough one. Let's go with Ravens.
It's going to be a fun game.
And then the Bills, Bengals. I'm going to have to go with the Bengals.
All righty. Aaron.
All right. For Thursday Night Football, give me the Cowgirls. Give me the Lions. Bears need that high draft pick. The Lions don't really. Give me the Fins up. Give me the Giants. Give me the Commies. Give me the Seahawks. Gino's about to right back to the Jets. Give me the Falcons because they're not completely injured, only a little bit. Give me Chiefs Kingdom. Those, as we talked about last week, those are some crazy fans they got out there. I hate both these teams. Can I just pick a tie?
No.
No, all right. Give me the Eagles. I I'm secretly trying to jinx it. Give me the Panthers because my brother's a Panthers fan.
You
Watch it.
keep going.
Give me the Jags. Give me the Niners. Give me the Vikings. Aaron Rodgers is he's not a nice guy. Give me the Chargers. Give me Lamar. Yeah, Lamar's not playing. Give me the Steelers only because Lamar's not playing. And then Monday night, Who Dey Nation, let's go. Give me the Bengals.
Here we go. All right.
He's gonna pick the opposite of everything we picked.
Tennessee's dead. I just don't think they're
They
gonna
lost
do
to the
anything.
Texans. They don't deserve to even be on Thursday Night Football.
Give me the Lions. Lions are gonna make the playoff, baby. We got this. Give me Atlanta. Even though Arizona, Atlanta, just you might as well.
Sir, you skipped over like 3 games.
Oh, sorry. I'm going in order of the spreadsheet, my B. I'll get. I'm gonna go in the order of the spreadsheet.
That's fine.
Give me Kansas City because Denver, you're just garbage. Give me New England because I'm kind of hoping for this Raiders playoff thing to happen. It's not going to happen because, well, San Francisco's going to win. So we can go over that.
Well, you just never know.
But I want New England to win because I don't want Miami in the playoffs. Give me Billy Belichick. He was Tom Brady's coach for years and years. Give me the Colts because we need the Giants to keep losing to help Detroit out. Give me Philly to clinch the 1 seed. Saints are bad. Give me Tampa Bay to clinch the division because the Panthers. I will say the Panthers have been pretty good. If Tampa Bay was just a little bit better, they would be nowhere. But they look pretty well. Give me Washington over Cleveland. I just think Cleveland's not that good. Give me Jacksonville. They're going to find a way in the playoffs. Sneak it on in there. Give me the Jets. I think Seattle is going to just hit rock bottom and make the playoffs. Give me the Chargers. Because I think they're going to make the playoffs.
They've already clinched it, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, they already clinched, but the Rams are just bad. Give me Pittsburgh because my cousin's a Pittsburgh fan, and I think Pittsburgh might try to win this weekend. They have a lot that has to happen, but hey, you never know. Minnesota, Green Bay.
Remember what happened last time you picked
I
Green Bay
swear to
against
God,
Minnesota?
if you choose
Give me
Green Bay-
Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers.
Oh my gosh.
Here's why. The Vikings at this point don't really care. Like, I think they're still going to end up with the 2 seed. But you know how Green Bay is in Lambeau. It's going to be cold. But Aaron Rodgers, it's okay, Aaron, because they'll beat you by like 2 points or 3 points, and then Detroit's just going to bend them over, and we all will laugh merrily in the playoffs.
I'd rather not give you guys the responsibility of doing that. Not that you won't. I want the satisfaction. Okay.
Yes, but Aaron Rodgers looked pretty good last week, and I think they're on a high note.
I'm sorry. Tua sold that game, and not his fault for reasons that concussions. It's like I'm not saying the concussion was his fault, but Tua definitely sold.
But hey, I'll give you this: Justin Jefferson's going to break the record this week. I'll give you that.
I hope he does. Oh my God!
And give me Buffalo over Cincinnati.
I hate you. I hate you so much.
I understand why because this could be the wake up call the Bengals need. Like, hey, we're not quite there yet, but
yes,
this
cheering hard for Who Dey Nation, but Buffalo is a really, really good team. They got a really, really good defense. Honestly, the Bengals and the Bills, if you put rosters up next to each other, you could say the Bengals offense might be better.
I'm sorry. No, the Bears, they're not Bills. Whatever team that starts with a B, Bills. God. Justin Jefferson owns that whole franchise. I just want to say that.
Yeah. I don't know. I think it's going to be a great Monday night game. Probably the best one of the year. But give me the Bills. However, I want the Bengals to win. This is EC Sports. You got Jacob Butzine, Aaron Klingford, and Philip Matthew Fafner here this week. And Phil's going to play us out of here like we always do. Here we go. And the Dodgers NFC North. Oh, baby.